Welcome to the Influential Biographies YouTube channel, where today you will learn who Julius Caesar really was. This video will give you a deeper understanding of his life and the influences it had on history. Julius Caesar was a Roman statesman and military commander who played a pivotal role in the transformation of the Roman Republic into the Roman Empire. Born into a noble family in 100 BC, Caesar rose to power as a military commander, conquering Gaul, modern-day France, and expanding the Roman Republic's territory. He also played an instrumental role in the civil war that ensued after the collapse of the First Triumvirate, eventually becoming the dictator of Rome. Julius Caesar was born on July 12, 100 BC, into a patrician family that claimed to be descended from the goddess Venus. His father, Gaius Caesar, was a governor of Asia and died when Julius was 16. His mother, Aurelia Cotta, was a noblewoman and influential in Julius's upbringing. In his youth, Julius showed promise as an orator, and he received a formal education in rhetoric and literature. He was also trained in the martial arts, which proved to be useful later in his life. After completing his education, Caesar held various positions in the Roman government, including the office of quaestor and aedile, which allowed him to gain political experience and build alliances. In 63 BC, Caesar was elected Pontifex Maximus, the highest priestly office in Rome. The following year, he was elected praetor, which gave him command of a legion and the opportunity to lead troops into battle. Caesar's military successes in Spain and Gaul earned him a reputation as a talented commander and won him the support of his soldiers. In 58 BC, Caesar was appointed governor of Cisalpine Gaul, modern-day northern Italy, and Illyricum, modern-day Balkans. He quickly set about expanding the Roman Republic's territory, launching a series of campaigns to conquer Gaul, a region that encompassed modern-day France, Belgium, and parts of Germany. Over the course of the next 8 years, Caesar led his army to numerous victories, defeating the Gauls in battle after battle. He employed innovative tactics, including the use of siege engines and cavalry charges, to gain the upper hand against his enemies. His military success not only expanded the Republic's territory but also brought him great wealth and prestige. Caesar's success in Gaul brought him immense popularity and political influence. However, his rise to power put him at odds with his political rivals in Rome, including Pompey and Crassus, who had formed an informal political alliance known as the First Triumvirate. The alliance was shattered by Crassus' death in 53 BC, and the rivalry between Pompey and Caesar intensified. In 49 BC, Caesar was ordered by the Senate to disband his army and return to Rome. He defied the order, famously crossing the Rubicon River with his army, saying, "Aliae acta est," the die is cast. This act of defiance plunged Rome into a civil war that lasted for 4 years. Caesar emerged victorious, defeating Pompey and his allies at the Battle of Pharsalus in 48 BC. He then pursued Pompey to Egypt, where he was assassinated. Caesar remained in Egypt for a time, becoming involved with Cleopatra VII, the Queen of Egypt, and fathering a son with her. He then returned to Rome, where he was declared dictator for life in 44 BC. Caesar's dictatorship proved to be short-lived. In 44 BC, a group of senators, led by Gaius Cassius Longinus and Marcus Junius Brutus, conspired to assassinate him. On the Ides of March, March 15, Caesar was stabbed to death in the Roman Senate. His death marked the end of the Roman Republic and the beginning of the Roman Empire. Despite his assassination, Caesar's legacy lived on. He is remembered as one of the most significant figures in Roman history, and his life and accomplishments have been chronicled in numerous works of literature and art. He was a brilliant military strategist, a skilled politician, and a talented writer, known for his commentaries on the Gallic Wars. Caesar's military campaigns in Gaul transformed Rome's territorial holdings and made him one of the richest men in the Republic. He used his wealth to finance public works and to support his political allies, building up a vast network of supporters that allowed him to rise to power. As a politician, Caesar was known for his charisma and his ability to win over the hearts and minds of the Roman people. He was a master of public speaking, and his speeches were renowned for their persuasive power. He was also known for his liberal policies, which included measures to provide land and grain to the poor. Despite his many accomplishments, Caesar was not without his flaws. He was accused of being a megalomaniac, and his authoritarian rule was seen as a threat to the republican system of government. His relationship with Cleopatra and his decision to declare himself dictator for life were seen by some as evidence of his desire for absolute power. Nevertheless, Julius Caesar remains an iconic figure in Roman history, a symbol of power, ambition, and political savvy. His life and legacy continue to be studied and debated by historians and scholars, and his influence can be felt in the politics and culture of modern-day Europe and beyond. The assassination of Julius Caesar sent shockwaves through Rome and the rest of the ancient world. The conspirators had hoped to restore the Republic and remove Caesar's authoritarian rule, but their actions had the opposite effect. Caesar's death sparked a new round of civil wars, as his supporters and the conspirators fought for control of Rome. Mark Antony, Caesar's loyal lieutenant, emerged as a key player in the power struggle, while Brutus and Cassius were forced to flee the city. In the end, Antony and Caesar's adopted son, Octavian, emerged as the victors. They formed the Second Triumvirate, along with Lepidus, and set about consolidating their power. In 42 BC, they defeated the forces of Brutus and Cassius at the Battle of Philippi, securing their hold on Rome. However, the alliance between Antony and Octavian soon broke down, leading to a new round of civil wars. In 31 BC, Octavian defeated Antony and Cleopatra at the Battle of Actium, effectively ending the Roman Republic and establishing the Roman Empire. Julius Caesar's legacy is one of the most enduring in Western civilization. His life and accomplishments continue to inspire and fascinate people around the world, and his influence can be seen in everything from politics to literature to popular culture. One of Caesar's most lasting legacies was his role in the transformation of the Roman Republic into the Roman Empire. He paved the way for the rise of the emperors, who would rule Rome for centuries to come. His conquest of Gaul and his campaigns in other parts of Europe helped to expand Rome's territory and solidify its place as a dominant power in the ancient world. Caesar was also a key figure in the development of the Latin language and literature. His commentaries on the Gallic Wars and other works of literature helped to establish Latin as the language of the Roman Empire, and his writing style had a lasting impact on the development of Western literature. In addition to his military and political accomplishments, Caesar was also a patron of the arts and sciences. He supported the work of poets, writers, and philosophers, and he helped to fund public works projects that benefited the people of Rome. Today, Julius Caesar is remembered as one of the most significant figures in Western history. His life and legacy continue to be studied and debated by scholars and historians, and his influence can be seen in everything from modern politics to popular culture. Julius Caesar was a complex and controversial figure who played a pivotal role in the transformation of the Roman Republic into the Roman Empire. He was a brilliant military commander, a skilled politician, and a talented writer, known for his commentaries on the Gallic Wars. His conquest of Gaul and his campaigns in other parts of Europe helped to expand Rome's territory and establish its dominance in the ancient world. His political and military accomplishments, combined with his patronage of the arts and sciences, made him one of the most influential figures of his time. Despite his many accomplishments, Caesar was not without his flaws. His authoritarian rule and his desire for absolute power were seen by some as a threat to the republican system of government, and his assassination sparked a new round of civil wars that would eventually lead to the establishment of the Roman Empire. Nevertheless, Julius Caesar remains an iconic figure in Western history, a symbol of power, ambition, and political savvy. His life and legacy continue to inspire and fascinate people around the world, and his influence can be seen in everything from literature to politics to popular culture. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this biography, don't forget to give us a like and subscribe to our channel, so you don't miss out any new interesting video.